Hey everyone, thank you so much for joining me for this video. I feel like it's been forever. So today I thought I would get in front of the camera and do a fun little what's in my bag video, and I'm also going to give y'all a life update. So it's been a while since I've, kind of talked about things other than planners and, fun things like that. So, let's get started. Anyway, so if you just want to see the what's in my bag part, we'll go ahead and knock that out right now. I have not done a what's in my bag video in a couple of years, and I think the last one was when I was in the Foxy Fix Lush Black Beauty tote. So not a whole lot has changed. I'm still in a black bag, but this one is a Kate Spade, and she is my precious. So I'm really not sure what the name of this particular bag is called, but it is a black bag, and as you can see right here, it's got this really nice pebbled leather. I have not put the long strap on it because I just mainly use these straps. It's got the little feet on there, which I really like, and I just love how big and pretty and structured it is. But the thing that I love the most about it are these two zippered pockets here that go down the full length of the bag on both sides. You've also got a closure here, and on the inside it's got a pocket, and then there are some slip pockets in here. So let's see what's in this pretty thing. So in the front pocket, I have been keeping my bullet journal. I do take it with me, and she fits beautifully in the front pocket, and I know that I can just slide it in there. I can slide my pencil pouch in there and nothing's going to get damaged. I really, really like that because I do keep stuff in here that can potentially leak and things like that. And so I feel like I've got a little bit more security in that front pocket. So I keep that in there, and that's all I've got in there right now. In the other pocket, I have got a little notebook that I got from TJ Maxx, and the bag came from TJ Maxx too. It was a birthday present from my man, and I really, really love it a lot, and I love TJ Maxx. So there's a lot of Rae Dunn stuff in here. Y'all know I love me some Rae Dunn. But anyway, I've got the Dream notebook in here, and I mainly have been using this to take notes with. I'm in this group on Facebook that is about a lot of like spirituality and things like that. So every night I have been trying to read the lessons and the units and everything like that, because it's become kind of like a nightly ritual for me, and I'll discuss that a little bit more when I get to the cards. But yeah, so I have been just kind of going through and jotting down things that I really like, verses that I want to look at, and just different things like that. So it's really become just a habit for me, and I really enjoy it. It's kind of a meditation time, things like that. So I like keeping the notebook with me in case I do go off and I just get to reading and I want to jot down some notes. I have got contacts, just have not taken those out yet. And then I have got my Rae Dunn travel pouch that has got my assortment of pens in it, and it is definitely not full, so I can shove way more things in here. I may end up putting some stickers, I may put my little planner wallet in here, I don't know, but I kind of have enjoyed just taking this really big pouch with me because the possibilities are endless. So I've got that, and then I've got just a random assortment of Post-it notes and papers. I've got a full Post-it note set in here. Paper clip, throw that. I've got sunglasses, and I've got 2 bottles of vape juice, which can leak sometimes, so I probably need to find a separate little bag to put those in. And then I've got my favorite lip balm, which is the Sugar Rosé from Fresh. And nothing, well, yes I do. No, there's nothing in the other slip pocket. In the big pocket, I've still got the little thingy here from Kate Spade and a little gel silica, which will go in the trash momentarily. And the last thing that I have got in here are my current favorite Oracle cards. So like I mentioned earlier, I am kind of on a somewhat of a spiritual journey. I discovered that there is a thing. So like, y'all know my aesthetic has always been like really dark and stuff like that. I've always really been drawn to like paganism and witchcraft and things like that, but I did grow up as a Christian, so I was just like noticing this book continuing to pop up, and it's called Path of a Christian Witch, and I'm currently reading that. So I've kind of just always been drawn to the pagan side, but I'm still really drawn and convicted to you know, Christianity. So I discovered that there is a group of Christian witches, or you know, Christian pagans. There is a thing called Christopaganism, and I'm no expert by any means. Like, it's very, very overwhelming, but and I'll get into this a little bit more with the life update. My brain's kind of all over the world. But the last thing that I have got is the Sacred Rebels Oracle deck. And I have been taking this with me everywhere. This is another part of my nightly ritual. I will do a card pull and read in the guidebook, because I definitely have to have the guidebook, and for somehow it always applies. So it has made me feel a lot more calm, and it's really helped me with meditation and things like that. So I have really been enjoying just being able to do card pulls and things like that, and just doing my research and everything like that. It's kind of the spiritual journey that I'm on, and it really feels like home. It really does. And I have never truly 100% felt that in just Christianity. And then I never really felt that with just paganism and everything like that, because, you know, I want to worship God, and I believe in God, and I have gone just back and forth in my faith over the years. But there was a night not too long after I had my daughter where I truly felt the conviction. So don't worry, I'm not gonna turn this channel into a religious or anything like that, but if what I am saying causes you to look at me differently, there's nothing I can do about that. I'm definitely not ever going to push my beliefs onto anyone, ever, just as I would want others to push their beliefs on me. I am the type of person, I am friends with people all over the spectrum, from super religious to atheist, and everything in between. So I see people as people, and religion is one of those things that I have never allowed to divide my relationships. You just learn how to make it work, agree to disagree if you want to, but I feel like just it's a good thing to be open-minded and try to actually have a conversation with someone and try to really understand why they believe the way that they do and respect it, just as you would want for someone to respect your beliefs. So anyway, with that being said, that is everything in the bag. Now let's get to the life update. I mainly wanted to come on camera and just kind of talk to you guys because it's been a long time since I have done that. And a lot has happened in the past few months. I have, between probably September-ish to now, I have filmed on various occasions videos and just never could post them because I guess I wasn't ready, but I am now. So months ago, the father of my child and I decided to split for good. We tried to make it work, but we were not able to. And I think the last time I tried to film a video giving a life update, I was still kind of in that lost realm, and I didn't want to get on here and just be bawling and crying and things like that because it really does suck to see something fail. But if nothing else, this has taught me that it's hard to let things go, but sometimes if you do, really good things can happen. I took the time that I needed to heal and try to find myself, and as I have found out here in the past few weeks, I am still continuing to find myself. I'm kind of getting to the point where I'm starting to wonder if we ever really do completely find ourselves. And I kind of like that, just the idea of constantly evolving really appeals to me. So I am much, much more comfortable in who I am now. I don't feel like I feel free. And it's a really, really good feeling. And I'm not saying that that person was, abusive. I'm not saying that they were keeping me shackled or anything. Some of it was me just being in my head and just trying to do everything that I could to keep the peace and avoid confrontation at all costs. And I am the type of person, I will hold on fighting tooth and nail until the very end. But when I do finally get to the point where it is done, it is over, I am done, I'm done. And we hit that point. So it had to be over. So I took some time and just tried to be mom, all of that good stuff, and didn't really want to focus on finding someone, but things happen. So on Christmas this past year, I actually met someone, and he is complete opposite. And he has helped me grow a lot. And yes, I realize it's only March, and You know, it's still a very new relationship, cupcake phase, all that stuff. But sometimes I feel like sometimes when you have a connection with someone, you just kind of know. And I thought that I had connected like this with even the father of my child. I thought that I had connected in that way, but I was wrong. Yeah, I can honestly say that I am a very, very different person than I was even back in August. Just having someone that supports you in the things that you want to do. Someone that is like, just do it, you can do it, you can fly, all that stuff. And just being that support, I did not realize how much it can make you flourish. I feel more creative right now. If nothing else, if you are on my Instagram, which is where I'm at a lot, I always leave it linked down below. This is definitely not a plug. Well, I mean, it kind of is, but I'm trying to paint a picture here. Just even like the evolution of how things are evolving. Like, I'm feeling much, much more creative, and the arts and anything artsy has always been just a really important thing to me. It's my way of getting things out. It's my way of relaxing and coping, and it's kind of therapeutic for me. So just the fact that I have gotten so much more creative with doing different things, trying different things, I really feel like my creativity has just really flourished. And I think it is because I feel just free. And it is such a good feeling. So creativity has gotten way better. I feel like my personality is back. I don't feel like a dampened down version of myself again. It's nice just to, right off the bat, just be yourself, and like, you don't weird that person out too much. So that was a really nice feeling. Saying a lot, but I always do that. We know this. But anyway, the biggest thing, there we go again. I've been a better mom, and I think my daughter has really seen that, because I'm just not feeling so much pressure anymore. That's a really, really good feeling. I'm really, really thankful for that. It's nice to have a partner, a true partner, and someone that you can lean on. That I have learned that I'm not Superwoman. I can handle a lot, but I can't take it all on. And that's been a very difficult lesson to learn. I've been in therapy. I did get the app BetterHelp, and despite all of the crap that has gone around in the past few months with the BetterHelp scam and all that stuff, my experience has actually been very, very good with it. I was matched. First match was awesome. I was matched with a therapist that is not too far from me. Now, I wouldn't say within driving distance, but I mean, I guess it is in driving distance, but it's well over an hour away that she lives. But we are able to video chat, and she keeps up with me and everything like that. She's very understanding, and just as I've kind of, you know, I feel like it's good for you to get to know your therapist a little bit as well. I don't know, like, super detailed things, but, she shares along the way as I spill my entire life story and guts out to her. But I feel like we kind of mesh well together. We kind of think the same way, which that I got really lucky with that. Not everyone is going to have that kind of an experience with a therapist, but in my experiences, this is not the first time I have gone to therapy. I have had pretty good experiences, but I also go into it open completely and willing to say anything that they need to know. And the difference with this therapist versus what I have gone to before is she tells it like it is. She will call me out on my crap. And that's a really good thing because it makes me aware. And when I'm aware, I can kind of pinpoint when things are going on and try to fix it. And she has been a huge, huge help for me. There's no way that I could have healed quite as quickly if it was not for her. And I have thanked her for that before, and she's very well aware of how thankful I am, because I really do just feel like a completely different person than I was in August and September. So I'm just very, very thankful for that. Take care of your mental health. It's very, very important. I dealt with pressure for almost 4 years, and now being on the other side of it and things being different, I'm very, very happy with the way things turned out. Yes, I'm sad that it failed. I'm sad that this is not the life that I had intended for my daughter, but what she's seeing now is what I want her to model her own relationship after. So there we go. The last thing, and probably the biggest thing, I haven't even really made a huge formal announcement about this yet. I am going to be quitting my job in the next few months. I had originally set my date for April 30th, but I think I'm going to be staying on for a couple of more weeks just to help assist and things like that. My job could be a series in and of itself. If y'all would like to hear, I did a video a long time ago where I think the title of it was What It's Like to Work for a Newspaper Part 1. Oh my God. I need to go back and watch that actually, because I'm serious. I could probably turn that into like a 5-part series with how just, it's like a Lifetime movie. It really is. It's dramatic. It's really dramatic. And it's taught me a lot. It really has. But remember when I said I get to a point where I claw and scream to make things work. But sometimes I know when to say when. And when I'm done, I'm done. Well, that's where I am right now. I have felt like I am on my home life for the first time in so long is fine. It's good. It's really good. And I'm happy. But then there's the opposite of the spectrum. And it's like we devote so much of our lives to our jobs, and I have always been the type of person that will get married to their job. And I always have a backup plan. I have never left a job and not had something lined up afterwards. I have always had to be, if not the main breadwinner, I've always been in situations where I had to have a job. So I am now in this really weird position where it's like what I think of with that traditional home thing where, you know, the woman stays home and takes care of the kids and things like that. That's completely uncharted territory for me. I'm not used to that. I've never been able to be that. And now I am. And I'm looking at it as I have wasted so much time being at work and have missed out a lot with my daughter. I've had to have other people raise her, help raise her. And it's just constant, day to day. Feet hit the floor. Take care of her. Get ready to go to work. Go to work. Immediately get off work. Go pick her up. Be mom. Till she goes to bed. I'm tapped out. I'm absolutely tapped out. And I am learning when to say when. This job is a huge, huge stress. And like I said, if y'all would like to hear more about it, I would be more than happy to share. It would be a nice little tea time video, I suppose. But needless to say, it's a very toxic work environment. And it's just, it sucks that now there's this really nice home life and then chaos. So I'm trying to move away from the chaos and just be a mom and just be a better parent to my child. And that's everything that I've really wanted to do, but I've never been able to. So I'm scared to death. Like I said, I've always been that really responsible person that just doesn't up and do something rash. And I feel like this is a really rash thing, but it's actually not, because I've been thinking about this for a very, very long time. And now the moment is here. So I'm going to go for it. So what does that mean for here? We're almost 30 minutes in. Cool. So what I'm hoping for, since I will have a huge, huge stressor out of my life, I am hoping I'm not going to be taking the channel down. I'm not going to stop. What I'm actually hoping for is to actually be able to put out the content that I really want to put out. That's why I'm so spotty when I post, because I don't want to just put out some half-assed video for y'all. Am I 100% proud of the videos that I've put out? Some of them. Now, I don't know if I'm going to go on the spectrum of, you know, doing the really nice, highly edited and things like that, because I feel like we're so used to just getting in front of the camera and filming and then posting. And I kind of like that feel of videos. And I don't know, that's just kind of what that was my vision for this channel, is for it to be just really super real life, you know. Here I am in a tank top and, you know, bra strap hanging out, no makeup, and messy desk, as always. But, you know, this is real life. You know, real life is not this beautifully edited and super filtered and, you know, you've got perfect skin and perfect all the time. Life has its good moments. It has its perfect moments, but it also has its really shitty moments. So, um, I'm I've been kind of living in the shit for a while, and I'm waiting out. So, anyway, thank you for listening to this life update. Like I said, I'm nervous about what is in store, but for the first time in a very long time, I'm content, I'm excited, and it's a whole new journey. I've devoted over 5 years of my life to this job and have been married to it. You know, it's the old ball and chain. And I'm excited to leave and just be able to flourish because, you know, I advanced very quickly in the job. I serve a very important, I'm a pretty important person at the job. I'm not trying to say that to be braggy, but just when any job that I go into, I try to learn as much as I can to make myself valuable. And I just have always been that person to where if a customer happens to come up and say, hey, or a coworker, anything like that. My job is not very customer oriented anymore. But for anyone that comes over into the department, you know, I didn't want to be that person that would be like, oh, I don't know the answer to that question. Let me see if I can track down so-and-so and get you an answer. Now, of course, there's nothing wrong with that, and I had to go through that in the very beginning of my job. But any job that I go to, I try to strive to learn absolutely as much as I can. That way, when somebody does need a question answered or a decision made, then I know what to do and can do it. And inevitably, it kind of opens the door for people to take advantage of that. And unfortunately, that has happened a couple of times to me. It's happened a lot to my coworkers, everything like that. So when I say I'm a valuable asset to my job, I'm not saying that to try and brag, because in all actuality, my coworkers would probably say that I don't give myself enough credit, and I'm really bad about that. But as I've, you know, I say a lot, somebody has to do it. Somebody has to do that job. It's got to get done somehow. So I have spread myself too thin. But anyway, so I'm not taking the channel down, and I'm excited to see where things are going to go. I don't know what's going to happen. So that's my life update. If y'all would like to see future life updates like this, I don't know. I don't know if y'all even care. I know that this is largely a planner related channel, so anyway, I just thought I'd put it out there. But anyway, thank you so much for watching. I promise not all of them are this long. But if you like this video, give it a like. If you would like to see future videos, please hit subscribe. I would love to have you over here. And yeah, I will talk to y'all soon. Bye, everybody.